I know makeup expires, right? I know makeup expires, but there's no in hell I'm going to be throwing away my powder because I've been using it for years. What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Muta. If you're new to me, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate your continual support. Before I get into this video, guys, I just want to remind you of a giveaway that I'm running. Go back and check out my last video. I posted a giveaway and details of the giveaway. Make sure you comment on that video to be part of the draw for the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be giving away a 10-piece brush set. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you go and watch that video, leave a comment, and you are subscribed to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an updated contour highlighting video. If you remember, I did a video a while ago on how I contour and highlight. A few things have changed since then, and I wanted to show you how my makeup routine has changed in that regards, right? So if you're interested in any of that, keep watching. My face is prepped already, and I might be looking down because this is where my mirror is, right? So that I see what's going on. So when contouring and highlighting, the most important thing is placement, where you place your contour. You just don't put it all over your face because people have different face structures. So you should study your face and see what works for you. Generally, I put mine at an angle like this. That's how I like my contour. And to contour, I've been using this Fit Me foundation. It's like 2 shades darker than me. So my nose, like always, it gives an illusion of a long and narrower nose. I don't know why we do that, but I like how it looks, right? And then just under my jawline here to slim up the face. And I've done the contour, you can see, right? I am going to go in with a brush for this, and then I'm going to blend it going up. You drag your face up, not down, or you pull your face up, not down, like this. Because remember, we want our face to appear snatched, and for that effect we pull up, we don't pull down, because if we pull down our faces will look droopy. So we pull up. That's why even when I'm blending going out, up and out, up and out, like this, and then here out, like this out. You blend into your hairline like this for a more natural finish, and then on the nose like this, you blend it going down like this, because remember, we want to highlight the bridge of the nose, so we blend it going down like this, like this. Don't worry if it overlaps here, it doesn't matter, since we are going to highlight. This is why I like contouring first. Like, contouring gives depth to your face, right? Instead of having a one painted canvas, there are like layers to your look and angles. This is why we contour with a darker color, right? Because we want to create darkness. When we create darkness, it gives an illusion of being swooped in, like that's what we're going for. This is why we use a darker shade to contour, and then it has an effect of making your face appear slimmer or smaller. So yeah, that is done. Let's go to the highlight. Like always, for highlighting, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the color Fawn. Someone said this is the color of the nation, and I always think of that every time when I use it, because it seems everyone uses shade Fawn. So just a little bit, right? Okay, trick. I always talk about this, right? So when you highlight, what you want to do is you want to let the concealer sit on your face for a few seconds to a minute, so that the concealer sort of dries up, and when it dries up, it's sort of sticky and it has more coverage. That's what we want. We want our concealer to have coverage. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a little while and then come in and then blend it out. So the concealer has been sitting, and I'm going to go in with this Kupoki brush. It's an Engo Kupoki brush, right? If you know anything about me, you know I love using a brush and then finishing it off with a sponge. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Just lightly sink it into my skin by pressing the brush on my face. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And do you see how seamless the blend almost is? And I haven't done much. This is because we already done the contour. There's a darker color here, so it's just the highlight, right? The light concealer is blending nicely or bleeding nicely into the contour already. This is what we want. We don't want harsh lines when we contour. Before we blend out everything, I'm just gonna take the concealer and just lightly do my nose. Dab everything into my skin, and for a seamless finish. This is why I like finishing off with a sponge, because I prefer the finish that the sponge gives. So for me, the major difference when it comes to highlighting and contouring has been the amount of product that I use. I don't use as much concealer as I used to. I don't use as much foundation as I used to, because I think you can achieve what you want to achieve with less. So that's why I now just generally opt for a little rather than a lot, you know. So the next step for me is setting my contour and my highlight, and for me to do that, I'm going to go in with this mattifying powder from Essence. This is actually not my color. This is way lighter than I am, but I now use this just to set my under eye and anywhere else that I might have like crease lines or smile lines or whatever they're called. Normally just go here. Even though I didn't put any contour or highlight, I like setting this part because I have smile lines here and foundation usually cracks up here, so I want to avoid that, so I set that area as well. Now that's done, I've set everything right. I'm going in with my translucent powder. This I've had this translucent powder for the longest. I know makeup expires, right? I know makeup expires, but there's no in hell I'm going to be throwing away my powder because I've been using it for years. I don't see the expiry date, so I'm going to still use it, but it's about time I buy a new one. But for now, we're going to use this. Guys, I'm going in with a damp sponge, right? So now I'm going to highlight my face. What we did first was setting my concealer, right? And now we are going to highlight the face. Tip: this is what I've been doing. I discovered it works better for a flawless finish. Use the same wet damp sponge, the same damp sponge that you use to like put your concealer in. Use the same. And then this is the powder that I have. I'm just gonna dab it into like this, right? And then just go in like this and just spread out the powder like this. So when it comes to baking, I've seen in recent years people have been saying, no, you don't bake anymore. What? No, don't do it anymore. Guys, listen, if baking works for you, do it. You know, sometimes I bake. I just don't bake because it tends to dry out my face, so my skin rather, so I normally don't bake. But if baking works for you, please do it. Remember the thing with makeup, you know what, no one ever knows what's going on with this makeup. I feel like a lot of it is just trends and everything, because before now everyone was swearing on this baking and whatnot. Everyone was doing it and it was the thing and it was the correct way. Now it's not the correct way to do it. Find what works for you. If baking works for you, by all means bake. Don't listen to these cousins of Satan who want you to stop what you're doing so that they push a product forward. Use what works for you, darling, right? And we move. right? Remember I contoured my face. I want to bring back that contour, right? The base is already there, the deep color is already there. I want to bring it back, right? I use this color in my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. This is the Warrior 2, right? This, right? You don't want to put a lot at a time. You want to put a little and then build it up, right? So you go here, brush is an angled brush like this, following the same path we used earlier on. This is just a little bit, and then just put along your face like this. Remember, you're going up. Okay, so this is how I contour my face, right? It looks like one canvas. I don't look some type of way. I look exactly how I need to look, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, just do my eyes and finish the whole look, and come and show you how this contour actually comes together with everything, you know, once I'm done. And we're back. Okay, so this is how the look turned out. What I want to highlight is my face, of course. I want to highlight how my face is perfectly contoured and highlighted. It's not over the top. At the same time, it doesn't look like there's nothing. Everything just blends in together. We see the highlight on this T-zone here. On this area, we see the highlight. And then we see the contour, especially if I'm looking at you. There's a nice contour that's coming here and my face is put up and up. This is what we are looking for, right? Granted, there are people who want their content highlight to be extreme. That's another look. I also like that sometimes. But today I just wanted to do an updated contour look. We've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for joining me again today, and I love you for that. Until I come back with another video, it's goodbye for now.